We often talk about the cost of living in America. Housing, healthcare, education, they can all bury you in debt. But what about the cost of dying? In the United States, your final farewell is a multi-thousand-dollar transaction, one of the largest financial decisions a family will ever have to make, often while they are in the deepest pain. This is not just a service, it's an industry. And in the capitalist landscape of American death, a full-service burial can cost a grieving family close to $10,000. And that doesn't even include the headstone. Let's break down where that money goes. It's an a la carte menu of grief, thanks to the funeral rule that requires itemized pricing, a rule that doesn't stop the sticker shock. The median cost for a traditional funeral with viewing and burial is $9,420. The single biggest non-declinable item? The funeral home's basic service fee, averaging over $2,300. This is the cost of merely existing as a funeral home: permits, paperwork, and staff. The next big expense is the casket. The median price is $2,500, but they can run into the tens of thousands. A luxury good you only use once. And then there are the invisible costs. The burial vault, a concrete or metal box that many cemeteries mandate to keep the ground level. That's another $1,500 to $7,000. Plus the interment fee, the cost of opening and closing the grave, which can be over $1,500. As funeral costs skyrocket, more Americans are looking for an escape hatch: cremation. A funeral with cremation is substantially cheaper, landing between $6,000 and $7,000 with a formal service. The cheapest option of all is direct cremation. No embalming, no viewing, no ceremony. The remains are cremated cremated shortly after death. The cost drops significantly to an average of $1,000 to $3,000. That's a potential savings of over $5,000 compared to the median burial. Is it an admission of defeat? That the expense of a traditional funeral is simply too much for the modern American family to bear? The cremation rate is projected to be over 63% by 2025. A clear indicator of financial pressure winning out over tradition. For a family without life insurance or savings, how do you pay for this unexpected cost? The answer, in peak American fashion, is debt. Yes, there are funeral loans. These are often unsecured personal loans or financing plans offered directly through third-party lenders who partner with funeral homes like Lending USA. They market themselves as providing peace of mind, with financing up to $12,000. But peace of mind comes with a price. These loans can carry high interest rates and repayment terms of up to 7 years. You are literally going into debt to bury your loved one, only to pay back the funeral home or their financial partner with interest, long after the service is over. This system preys on vulnerability. Funeral homes have a captive, emotionally distressed customer base. The average person has no experience negotiating these prices, and in a moment of grief, no one wants to choose the cheapest option for someone they love. The cost of death in the USA is a mirror reflecting the deeper inequalities of our economic system. It is the final bill for a life lived under American capitalism. For those with insurance and savings, it is a manageable expense. But for millions of working-class families, it is a financial catastrophe. A final barrier of debt placed between a family and their ability to mourn with dignity. The costs are rising faster than wages, forcing a choice between tradition and financial ruin. In America, even after your final breath, the market demands its payment.